So with cross hatching, I'm actually going to make them in a diagonal direction for this video. But if you liked how your hatching turned out, where we did the straight up vertical lines, you are welcome to hatch in that direction. Everybody has their own styles when it comes to shading with ink. Some people use a lot more ink and it gets a little bit darker. Some people go different directions when they're shading with hatching and cross hatching. So it really just depends what your style is. This is just me demoing how you should go about spacing everything out. So you have an idea from when you're practicing. You can see in the video that as I get to the lighter end of my value scale, everything is just a lot more spaced out. If you need to make things darker, that's a lot easier to do with ink since you can't erase. So as you can see right now, I'm going back and I'm adding a little bit more lines just to make it a little bit darker and have more of a gradual value transition. Okay, so if you're watching the video, you're going to notice, deja vu, this is very similar to hatching. Because again, it's cross hatching, so it's not too much different. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I'm going with the curvature of my sphere. But then I'm going to start adding my cross hatching lines. And if you notice, in the middle of the sphere, those lines are actually kind of straight. And they really start to curve on the tops and the bottom of the sphere. This is one of those where you really just have to practice. And if you have your own style, go for it. But to me, this is how I shade with the cross hatching. So again, you want to make sure it's darker towards the bottom and around the tops and the bottoms, so that way you really access that curvature and really make it look like a sphere.